Hi, welcome to Afterthoughts. This is Marquita, and we are talking The Walking Dead Season 4, Episode 15, and this one's called Us. This is the second to the last episode to the Season 4 finale, meaning next week is the season finale, and leave it to the Walking Dead writers to wait to the last minute to just pull you in, because this was actually a pretty interesting episode. It had a few highlights, and there was a couple of good things that happened into it. Oh, and not only that, but we saw a lot of characters and a lot of different groups at once. That's how you do a show. You give us everything. All right, so let's talk about the goods, the bads, and the uglies. Okay, we're going to start with the first little group that they decided to give us a little teaser with, which is Michonne, Rick, and Carl, our main characters. We saw them for about a good 2 minutes in the show. They were just walking on the train tracks heading to Terminus, goofing around. Yay! So they just showed us them. I guess the main highlight to show them was to show that they're on the track to Terminus and to show that somebody's on their track. So let's get to the second group that's on their track. This goes back to Daryl. We get to see a little bit of my first favorite, Daryl, and he is basically rolling with his new group, the bad guys. And it's not that they're bad guys, it's just they're just rugged, undomesticated guys. Let's put it that way. I mean, they just know how to survive in the wild. They have their own rules amongst them, you know, and they roll how they roll, you know what I mean? So Daryl's with this group. He was having a lot of beef with one of the guys in the groups who ended up getting killed at the end. So, you know, it was just showing that Daryl's with this group, and the very end of showing their group, they get into a story about when they were in the house, when Rick was in the house, and how Rick killed one of their friends and turned him into a walker, and then that walker went ahead and attacked some more of their group. I guess one of the people in that group got a good look at Rick's face, and so they're hunting Rick down. They followed him to the train tracks, and now they're hunting him down. So the main focus there, they kind of zoomed in on the little piece of evidence of Michonne's candy wrapper, so we know that they're on their trail, which is heading to Terminus. I don't really think they care too much about Terminus. I think they more care about finding Rick because of this whole grudge they have against him. And Daryl doesn't know necessarily that they're looking for Rick, but I guess that'll play good that he knows Rick when the time comes. So Daryl's still rolling with the group. He still kind of stands out like a sore thumb, but I like you, Daryl, and I hope everything goes okay. Who else did we see? Okay, getting to one of the main parts of the group, which is Glenn and Tara, the chick he's rolling with, and they're with the new characters that we saw, the scientist Eugene, the redhead Abraham, and his chick, Serratos, the lady. And for all my Twihard fans, off note, she was in all the Twilight movies. She played Bella's friend Angela, the one in the glasses. It's nice to see her working. Hi, Angela. Anyway, she's not a great actress in this anyway. But so they're all rolling. They end up separating. And long story short, Glenn decides to go down this long tunnel because Maggie left him a note telling him, keep going to Terminus. And they end up getting stuck in the terminal. And he ends up getting saved by the scientist and his two bodyguards, the ones he separated from in the beginning, and Maggie, Sasha, and Bob. So now we have two groups combined. So they all decide to continue to Terminus, and the ones who want to go to Washington to finish the mission will go, which seems like a lot of them are willing to go to Washington. They just want to kind of settle the score at Terminus to see who made it or not. So they travel and they arrive to Terminus. Finally, we get to see the sanctuary that everybody's heading to. And it turns out to... They go there, they just walk in the gates, they walk straight back, and there's a single lady sitting there cooking. She turns around and welcomes them to Terminus. This is weird as heck to me. This was like the weirdest scene I've ever seen in this show. It was so weird. Everybody's going to this sanctuary Terminus. It's supposed to be a very safe place. I mean, there's signs everywhere from train tracks miles long. They finally get there. It's not guarded. I mean, there's like gates up, but they just walk right in. They didn't have to knock. There's no guard standing at the gate looking for walkers. It's just kind of there. And then they go in and they see the plants and they see, you know, someone's caring for them. There's just this crazy, or I'm sorry, maybe I shouldn't jump the gun and call her crazy, but weird lady sitting there cooking and turns around, hi, welcome to Terminus, all Stepford Wives kind of, you know, it was just really weird. I kind of felt like it was like the Twilight Zone or something. What is this Terminus place? Is it like some kind of lady who gets in your mind and turns into an alien or something. It's just, that's the kind of thing you would expect from how they introduced Terminus. I expected guards. I expected security. I wouldn't really feel that secure there. So next week is the season finale. In the season finale, they showed a little clip of what's going to happen. We see Rick is all beat up, bloodied, and broken again. I mean, that seems to be his makeup artist's favorite look. I don't know. They just keep beating up our main character. What's up? So I don't know. He could have fought back and won and just got beat up in the process. I'm just tired of seeing a broken, bloody Rick. Okay? I hate to be the party pooper, but his friend, I can't remember his name right now, but the one in the first 2 seasons who tried to take control, who got his wife pregnant, I don't think he would have been so broken and bloody all the time. It's just like, geez, come on. But anyway, we don't know what's going to happen. I saw Michonne fighting her ace off with her katana. I saw Carl running in the woods. So, of course, they're going to bring it home with the bang, as they always do. But the reason why this was an interesting episode is because we got to see Maggie and Glenn reunite finally, because that storyline was getting on my nerves. And we got to see Terminus. And Terminus turned out to be not what I don't think any of us expected Terminus to be. Did anybody expect to see such a laid back little cut, you know, in the middle of nowhere with no guards, no security or anything? I don't know. That was just really weird to me. So that makes me interested in Terminus, because I feel like something's going on. And then we have Daryl heading there looking for Rick. Well, Daryl's not looking for Rick, but his crew's looking for Rick. But Daryl's finally heading there because he's never seen anything about Terminus. That's why I was kind of complaining with Daryl. His character was just wandering around. So he's finally got a mission now. Head to Terminus. Thank you. We know Carol is heading to Terminus. And so now all of the characters are heading to Terminus. We still don't know what happened to Beth, the one who got kidnapped in the car. This is still kind of creepy to me. I hope she pops up at Terminus. It wouldn't explain why the car took off without Daryl, but I hope they address that before the season is over, because if they don't, it would irritate me a lot. So everyone's heading to Terminus now. We have 2 groups that are at Terminus, and again, it's the weirdest place on earth. So good job, Walking Dead, at including all of our members in the show. Thank you. I mean, I never thought I'd be so happy to just to have all of the characters in one show. And, you know, again, we have a little bit more of a storyline. I'm glad to see Daryl's okay. And I really am very much looking forward to seeing more about Terminus, because this is just very interesting. So next week is definitely going to be an awesome episode. We can tell, because it's been so slow this whole mid-season. You know they're going to bring it out with the bang. So I can't wait to see more about Terminus. Can't wait to see all of our characters reunite with each other. That's going to be awesome. And I'm really hoping everything goes okay with Carl, Michonne, and Rick, because these are the ones we're waiting to see. It looks like a heavy episode for them next week too. So that was the end of this episode. Yeah, a lot happened. A lot happens when you have more than 1 or 2 characters in an episode, and it makes it so much fun to watch. There wasn't a dull moment. Well, there were dull moments, of course, and of bad acting, of course. But, you know, compared to what we've gotten lately, it was awesome. So let's see what's happening at Terminus. Looking forward to this, and here it is. So if there is anything that I missed in the episode, it happens. Let me know. If there is something that I should have addressed, let me know. But that's it for Afterthoughts today. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to get informed of our future videos. And I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.